All the students are here. I want to enroll. I want to make it say that, but actually I'm more than the. Me. I'm disqualified. No.
So, okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. And I have with me the regional commander, you know him. And I have Deputy Commissioner of Police, who is the Director General in charge of our Madam Harry Batima. And we have the Commissioner of Police in charge of MPT, Francis Abonina. And we have the Commissioner of Police with money, who is also a Director General in charge of So we have been in town, we are calling the whole of them. Just to assess the situation, the measures that we put in place. What is it that we put working? Those that we need to just work on the place. So we thought that one of the things that has become a question is campus security. And the campus security coming around to the university, to your college, will help us to understand what our college, our regional commander, or the Oti that IGP has put in place, what else we can do to help to make sure that our children, our big brothers and sisters who happen to come far and near the school here are safe, so that they can finish their education, go back and contribute to make it better. So that is the purpose why we decided to pass through the school and see what else we can do in terms of the security of the students and their property, and of course the property of government, which are the structures and that.
Stars.
I could feel it from the yes, sir.
It's an S
Oh, okay. Okay.
The spirit is in
Go to the never die. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I can't go copy.
So,
Yeah, just a human
Staff.
in terms of accommodation,
Some doors to start.
all of them are hospitals. They are all houses. Nobody's house outside except then you have a day company.
when they are using their phone, they are carrying.
Wow.
So what we...
But let me, I'm so particular about it. Now,
The last one after who's causing it?
are you able to apprehend the person?
Another time, one of them also attempted one of them. Unfortunately, he was able to arrest him, so he was sent to court and has been jailed.
That's the case. So at least we have a closure for that case.
Yes, we have a So, down there.
Was it a student or was it an outsider?
So that's the major. There was a gap there that was closed.
And that's the only ladies' dormitory block. And considering the fact that it's a bit outdated, is it possible you can relocate and make that place the main block and bring the ladies into the inner perimeter of the campus?
Yes, that will be a big because of the ladies and the male block. And they are open. So if they are male,
But the female one is wall.
yes, that's why it's a big thing. So that we have that kind of see. So we do a lot of work.
You also mentioned that when they are going to the lab, when they are start in terms of
Before that, how far is it from there?
Because it's just about the walk on the 5 minutes.
Why not you take a look at the picture?
I was thinking if it's something you can walk into it and have a...
But what do you think, guys? Let's take a look at the place. So we just tell them that you want to just access a space in the place. Bro, let's take a look at it. Well, for ladies to come to school and they wait from time. We are happy the person was arrested and that is dead, which is good. Let's, we are behaving as if we own this place. Please show us the camera.
That is a barbarian.
Guys, be careful. Regional, they come.
We are going to access.
I'm culturally interested.
We have to come somewhere.
Respect and interact. It's okay.
You access.
Okay. Assess the security situation in the school. Security situation. Assess the security.
Yeah, this one there, for bring and make you chop. I heard you.
Gather in front of principal's office, okay? Gentlemen, meet Mary.
Okay.
Mary, please come.
Yesterday somebody was asking whether he was a teacher.
But not certificated. It's fine, but
Announce the lady.
that would be fair.
Mary, double up. So this is blog. This is teaching and learning materials resources. So most of the things like as they review the projects and when we science on that, we store them in business schools and borrow them to do and use.
So where are the two trees? I'll be on. There's a meeting again. I'm looking at where we go. Just open-ended. No, sorry. The people hide behind it. And this is the only female one.
Those who try to take advantage of them.
But it's even a wally. But how is your security deployment?
Yes.
Security men on the where you deploy the female section of those security people that you can probably deploy with a very nice security post around, really comfortably running 24 hours at this particular location so that they can ward off while you look for the possibility of seeing whether there can be war in the future. I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
yes. To start with, sir, we don't have enough men to deploy to that luxury. But what the little we have to do is we deploy both night and daytime. We deploy one-man security, other one or two
But you
around this area.
You have some also at the inner perimeter.
Yes, we have one at the inner perimeter and the main gate, and the principal's residence. Then here, it's just that we don't have enough to be able to hold.
Recruiting will not be that.
I think I did a report suggesting to my management to help in that regard. It's just that they are probably be also waiting for some clearance to be able to do that.
Colleagues, any other?
Before that used to be really bad, but when we came on board somewhere last year, things are getting set up.
You said you don't have enough.
Yes.
And we have enough idea.
Yes, we have 11, including myself. So I have 10 guards and myself. 10, I use it actively because of relieving each other. I reserve 2 for relieving duties. So it's the 8 that I've been using.
Okay, I asked this question because looking at the nature of the campus, how vast it is, and the fact that it has no physical perimeter security, You have identified
the problematic, the hotspot.
Yes, the hotspot. I think you can dedicate some of these people, as my boss said, to run a shift here to cover it. Because the hoodlums are targeting here because of the vulnerable nature of the ladies. So if they know that you have deployed dedicated security, at least one, if they are running 8 hours or whatever, and they know that there's always security guard here. And then your security guards, I don't know whether they have any contacts to the police patrols in the town. That is very important. There's a need for them. Every week, the roster that comes, the police roster that comes, the police patrol, at least the team leader, if you have the team leader's number, and then they should communicate. Even if they get up in the morning, they can just call the team leader. Oh, Inspector, oh, Chief, as for today, everything is okay. I'm just calling to let you know what is happening on our company. If there's anything, we get a touch. No, just keep that rapport going. So that, and then they should have it for the day and the night patrols. The night people, similarly, you can just call them from time to time to tell them what's happening in the company. And then those around here, you can all call, from time to time. And then, anytime they observe anything suspicious and call the patrols, because of that report, you see the agency with which they will respond. There's need for us to work very close together. There's need for that close collaboration because one person cannot do, it's a shared responsibility. So there's a need for us to start now. A district police commander, you can be in touch with him all the time. Similarly, you to establish that rapport with the municipal police commander. And then once that rapport is there, you have no problem at all. But I think you have identified the hotspot. You must be able to dedicate some people to run a shift around this in the patrol. How do you think, sir?
Okay, thank you. College, any other thing?
Yes, okay, I think it's a very good suggestion. So we'll get in touch when he arrives. He brought a proposal suggesting that we put a post here, somewhere we located a place there, so that we could do a permanent security for his men, so that when the criminals also realize that there is a permanent security post here and they always see somebody there, it will work with them. So that is under discussion that we would like to carry out.
We know that these things happen in the past, and for almost 5 months we've not had any experience of that. But we don't want to take chances. We want to be very proactive. That's why we have to walk you down here to assess the situation together with the commanders on the ground, so that we can keep our sisters, our daughters safe, and by extension also the rest of the student population. But at least you identify the issues and where to go. But the question that I want to probably bring up, how many of the staff, the special staff are female?
Yeah, we don't have it.
We need to also work towards balancing that, so that the female will be comfortable having their own in this environment. And then we look at also the possibility of seeing that people can come on board and just even the female component, the war it helps. The worrying of putting the war may not erase the possibility for the risk totally, but it will diminish it by almost maybe about 80–90%, so that the 10% that will be left will be something that can work. And we know that this, if we get around with it, people can show for, because looking at it, we just need about 4,000 or 5,000 blocks, with almost about 300–400 cement justify the first phase of the wall put in place, and we should be sending the strongest signal. But we will keep working with you guys to make sure that, like you said, the people are safe.
Thank you. We are so grateful for your concern and proactiveness. We will work on it to make sure that at least we bring any security challenge to a very minimal level. Thank you.
So maybe you can get out there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Don't cook here, or they can put on the just a second. And with the but the one video and with the holding it as simple as graph. Look at that thing.
come to interact with us briefly. On behalf of Dr. Messi, principal of our humble institution. Chief, oh, I say sir, let me say sir, to be safe.
Yeah, they say.
So I think this is a session of Dambai College of Education from level 100 and then level 100 students. Some other students have gone for what we call STS, supported teaching in school. So we have a dedicated day that they go to the busy schools to stay there from the time they start classes to the time they close, so that they can observe. It's part of the program. So they have gone already. So the number you see here is just a cross section of some of the students of the college. And so I'll humbly hand over to maybe a commander, regional commander, and then maybe he will take over from there. Thank you.
Bro, speak like a man.
I have been with you in Dambai, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The Inspector General of Police, in the person of IGP Dr. George Akuffo Dampare, we've been reaching for a 3-day tour. But the whole of yesterday, we've been going around the whole of the Dambai municipality. And then this morning, as part of the schedule, we deem it fit to call on your institution to interact with you and the university. But as I've mentioned his name, he didn't come alone. He has come with other schedule officers. We have Commissioner of Police, Mr. Male Awuni. Then we have Commissioner of Police, Abu Ali Nyako, the whole country. Then we have Deputy Commissioner of Police, Madam Habiba Sapo, Mrs. Habiba Sapo. In charge welfare, also in charge welfare. Then we have the PRO and then other federal officers. As you know, my name is DCOP, Mr. Charles Domamban. I'm your regional commander.
And your class is here.
My wife is DCOP Sebastian Wamega. Is here with the first and then with other senior police officers. So please, the Inspector General of Police, as I've told you, it is ambitious to interact with you. As I've seen the anxiety, you feel free. You have issues to raise with him. They're giving you 5 issues. Other questions and questions, contributions, whatever. The most important thing is to speak up. Understand? So with the permission from the Inspector General of Police, I would like to hand over.
How many of you are reporting for CNN? So we want to give you the opportunity to speak to us. Is there anything of concern that you want to share with us so that we can take it on board and protect you better, protect your families better, protect your property better? We want to listen to you. Already we've gone to see a few of your security issues, and we'll be working with the school management to ensure that we become safer than today going forward. So we want to listen to you.
As we have indicated, there can be safety issues, or any issue bothering your mind, police, community, or your ambition. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Please, before you identify yourself and then put out your and be audible enough.
My name is Waisi Mokaya, and my issue is in line with our
Okay, I think we have taken note of it. Maybe let's take 2, 3. Then the female, first, we are reserving 2 slots for you. Okay, gentlemen, identify yourself.
My name is Dambai. When you want to go for S-class at the nearby police station, I want to know, is it free or you have to take something from us as students?
Okay, then maybe a third one, then maybe.
I am a counselor, and my question is, what qualifies
Let me go to this side. I'll be a back. Yes. Come, let's see you.
My colleague.
My colleague calls me Oti Dampare. I want to appreciate the good work you're doing for Ghana, and I'll encourage you to keep up. Opposition may come, but keep forward, going. I know God will help you. Thank you.
Yes.
My name is Joseph.
Please, louder.
My name is Joseph Maleko. My first thing I want to ask is that there is a rumor that is roving around that now before somebody can be put into the work, a land deals with what we call protocol. Now what I knew was you buy the form, you go to the entry process, and then you evaluate at the end of the day. But many went through this process, and at the end of the day, they are not called. I don't know whether the rumor that there's a protocol into the service is working, or it is still the normal process that is going on.
Thank you.
Didn't they tell you there's protocol? Didn't you can give us protocol that you are here?
Urging him to go ahead.
Okay, is that only? Take some of the questions.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, because I'm too young for them.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, bro.
All right, I'm going to take 3 of the questions, and I believe some of my colleagues may address some of them. So, to start with, I'll take the first question about the punishment for the children in the city. I'll also take the last one from Oti Dampare. And then maybe I'll take another question. So let me start with the first one. I know the GES has come out with a policy that there shouldn't be corporal punishment in schools. Am I right? Yes. Corporal punishment, meaning scaling and things like that. And in fact, scaling and those things fly in the assault on the state. You know, as teachers, or upcoming teachers, your lecturers are teaching you how to get children to behave well, how to get children to learn. Was touched on the various forms of reinforcement. I am not a teacher, but I know that in getting people to behave in a manner that you want them to behave and desist from behaving in a certain manner that you don't want them to behave, we have what we call positive and negative reinforcement. Okay? So, corporal punishment per se, you know, may be a form of negative reinforcement, but you should always have positive ways of getting the children to do the right thing. And I believe in the wisdom of the leadership of the GES, they took all these into consideration. That is why they decided to outlaw corporal punishment in the school. So, as upcoming teachers, let us explore more on using the positive ways of reinforcement to get our children to learn, to get them to desist from doing all the bad things, and to get them to do all the right things, because they are the future of this country. Having said it, I do not want, I'm not in any way supporting what some parents do. Because even in recent times, there were instances where community members or even parents or even students went and attacked and killed or murdered certain teachers, which is very, very appalling and unacceptable. And I believe those people right now, in fact, they are facing the law for what they did to those teachers. So, parents, community members have no right whatsoever to touch any teacher or to attack any teacher for punishing a child. If any such thing happens, the right thing for them to do will be to report that teacher to the teacher's head, because everybody has a supervisor. To report, for example, the teacher to the head teacher of that school. And then they will use the laid down disciplinary procedures within the years to call that teacher to order. So this is what I have to say with regard to that. So number one, as upcoming teachers and as teachers, ensure to use positive forms of reinforcement to get your children to do the right thing. Parents, community members have no right whatsoever to attack any teacher, because you people are honorable people in society, and everybody is the product of a teacher. The IGP is the product of a teacher, yes, or teachers. So you people are among the highest people to be respected in society, and no member of the community has any right to touch you. And for us in the police, if we hear that anybody touching any teacher, we will take that person through the mill, through the legal processes, and make sure that that person pays for that ugly act. Have I addressed your question? Yes, sir. Let me come to Junior Dampare. The only thing I want to find out is, in fact, you only encourage our boss, and I'm happy for that. The only thing I want to find out is, why did they call you Junior Dampare? What characteristics?
Because I don't subscribe to this.
You don't subscribe to G. Good. Ahua. That is good. Yes. So, that is a very positive characteristic which will earn you the title of Junior Dampare. And I want to take that opportunity to aid all of you here. You see, as teachers, if you listen to what our boss has been saying all along, what we say is that as police officers, we are public servants. Every servant has a master, or a boss, or a lord. And the name public servant explains who our lord is, or who our lords are, or masters are, and that is the public. So we are servants of you members of the public. Let me draw that same analogy. As teachers, you are also servants of the public. Service. And given your very critical role in society, whether Ghana progresses, whether Ghana advances, whether Ghana develops, or whether Ghana retrogresses, or whether Ghana degenerates as a society, will depend on you. True or false? Yes, you are right. True, because you are the people who bring up the future leaders. And if the future leaders are brought up wrongly, then we are going to have crooked police officers. We are going to have very unprofessional police officers, unprofessional military, unprofessional, everybody in society you can think about, unprofessional doctors, unprofessional nurses, even unprofessional teachers. And if you have every facet of society becoming very unprofessional, then you can imagine how that society will look like. On the other hand, if you people will bring up the children in an upright manner to be disciplined, like Junior Dampare, to be duty conscious, to be dedicated, to be incorruptible, bet me, let's give ourselves the next 5 years. Ghana will become like any of the advanced countries that you know about. Look, let me tell you, God has given us as a country everything. Everything. Think about it. In the belly of this soil of Ghana, we have gold, we have diamond, we have everything that you can think about. Okay? And now even uranium. We have everything. Look, where we are standing right here, just dig the floor and plant anything. Plantain, cassava, whatever you can yam, plant it. Look, it will come up. Look, I saw some yams in the Dambai College.
It wasn't yam.
Some is like this.
It was timberland.
And you know what? I physically told my boss, I said this right here, this is the yam IGP. The bigger one. I haven't seen some before. Look, I'm telling you the gospel truth. I have never seen a yam that size before. It's like my ear. I said, what? We have yams like this. But that is yam from the soil of Ghana. Look, there are some certain parts of the world where you cannot get anything come out of the ground properly for you. But here, everything grows. Even when you wash your bowls and pour it away, the seeds of the tomatoes or whatever it is, will start growing on its own. Some of the things, you don't plant them. Look, God has given us everything. And the human beings, the most critical resource that you can think about. In Ghana, if you go to some of the very developed countries, some of the wonderful things they are doing, they are critical people as part of those projects who originated from this country. We have them everywhere. And even in this country, we have some of the very best brains in the world. Talk of the medical field. Talk of the educational field. Talk of policing. Talk of the military. Look, when we go out there in peacekeeping, when we form our teams in the peacekeeping ground, certain teams, they always want to work with even the constable from Ghana. I'm telling you the truth. I've been to peacekeeping a number of times, and I'm telling you what I know. We form teams in the UN peacekeeping ground. We form teams of all nationalities, and they always strive to have even a constable among their team. A constable from Ghana among their team. Because of our quality. Okay, so we have everything in this country. The only reason why we are not leapfrogging in our development is just because of the way our attitude is. It is just attitude. So, you are the young ones. I urge all of you, you are the teachers, and you are the people who are going to bring up the future leaders. Make sure you bring them up uprightly. And you can only do that if you are disciplined like Junior Dampare. So Junior Dampare.
He's here. He has been arrested.
Good. Junior Dampare. Keep it up.
This is 9 years.
All of you. Look, all of you emulating. Discipline. That is the bedrock. disciplined, then every other thing will follow. If you are disciplined and you are to teach, look, if you are to be in the classroom by 6, you'll be there by 5:30 or 5:45. You'll be there. You will never be late to work. If you are disciplined, you can do anything. You can work day and night, day and night, day and night, day and night for a number of days because you are disciplined. But if you are indisciplined, anything given to you will not be properly handled. So on this note, I thank you all and I urge you to make sure that you finish as accomplished teachers. Teaching with discipline. God be with all of you. Thank you.
Let's run away from Habiba because my speech has been given.
Thank you very much. And I was also wondering what I'm going to do. Darcy! What are you? What Darcy! 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 Good. There's a Sankofa and there's a... I really like both. You really have to go and shine. You really have to go and shine. So that anytime they mention Darcy or Dambai College of Education, then you'll be proud to say, I am a student. Anytime I'm speaking to teachers, I become very emotional and humble. Because both parents of mine were teachers. Teacher Ba. Thank you very much for being teachers, and thank you very much for choosing a profession that has the ability to shape society, shape Ghana, make Ghana better. I'm going to ask 2 questions. One, the positive. What do you like about Ghana Police that you think if we do more, you appreciate us? One. What do you like so much about us that you think if we do more of that, you like us and appreciate us? What do you like about us?
What do you like about them? Positive things.
The gentleman is yellow.
Yellow.
My name is Daniel. Lion.
Are you in a Lions den?
What I like is peacekeeping. I need to do more about it.
Thank you. What about
Daniel, your guy?
My name is Oyo Robert. One thing I like about the police is they have been law abiding and they follow the law. When one breaks or break the law, make the law to take it.
Last one.
My name is Isaac.
Daniel Mijibo.
What I like about the Ghana police is the quick response to cases.
Quick response to cases. If you call them, they come early. And you want us to do more of that.
Yeah, more effort.
Go to the other side. Go to the other side. What don't they like?
Yes,
I'm interested.
because I've played that.
And you were saying it.
So what? The next question, negative. Because because we want to change. We want to be the best in the world. We are asking the question, what you don't like about us, that you think we will never do that, we shouldn't do that. The lady.
You see, young Kokunu, they will be a man in that
Okay, that's what you don't like.
Baku, somebody said corruption.
Hello, any other?
And somebody said one Ghana.
Okay.
What I don't like about Ghana police there is too much rampant grabbing and corruption.
That one you don't like. You think we should never do it. Yes. Work on that, you love us. Yes. Thank you very much. Any other? So corruption and the last one. Yes.
Ask relevant questions.
So far, it's good. So far,
I'm Lama Wendusho. Don't like about Ghana police service.
if we buy a new motorbike, we'll be riding with that license in it. If a police officer sees you on the way, the person will take 5 seconds, tell you go and do it, or he will take pass and have the chance to seize the motor down, or you should go and license it, or you should take the police license. Every day you'll be taking it.
One thing I've noticed about Ghana Police Service, and to me, I think it's not good. They now have the term called "do something." The police officer will stop you on the way.
Before you now,
no, the police officer will stop you on the way and then check your particulars, and then you'll be safe. But he will tell you to do something.
We did this exercise because we wanted to listen to you. We wanted to hear the good, all the things you like about us, so that we will improve on that and do more of that. And also work on the things you don't like us doing. Thank you very much for being frank to us. That shows that you are going safe society. You have this in mind. Thank you. God bless you.
It's, let's observe silence. Our Honorable IGP.
Unfortunately, my speech has been given. But I'll answer the 2 or 3 questions that have not been answered. The first one is the fact that you go to the station and you pick an extract for Ghana card and you are asking whether you're supposed to pay or not. You are not supposed to pay anything. If anyone has done that to you, I'm going to investigate it.
Right.
The only thing I want you to do for me is to be bold and come out and support us. Other than that, we will be weak in getting to the bottom of it and holding people to account. It is unacceptable. It is ungodly. I'm very sad by that. Where are we taking this word to? We become so greedy to the point of wanting even to take the food out of the mouth of people who have nothing. If anyone of you have fallen victim to that, I apologize on behalf of you. It is shameful. But we'll look into it. The second thing to do with recruitment.
Yes.
It is based on the concept of many are called, but few are chosen. You do a recruitment where you are supposed to take 5,000. About 70,000 people apply. You go through a system. You're left with almost about 50,000. The 50,000 go to sit an exam, and you are choosing 5,000, just 10%. Many are called. So the mindset of an issue of protocol used to be the thing in the past. On our watch, if you don't qualify, you don't get it. Because we want to be the best institution in the country and a reference point for the world. You don't just go out there and pick anybody and bring him into your organization and then end up achieving being the best institution. It doesn't happen. So the 5,000 people that we have at the training, because of the quality selection and because of the change in the structure of the training, I see them to be 50,000. Because the police people we are turning out on our watch, one of them will be as if you have 10 of what you have to do. As we speak, those who have been at the training, we have changed the whole training paradigm, which has been existing since generation unborn. And in fact, since establishment of formal policing in this country in 1831. It has never been changed. We have changed it to the glory of God. We have changed it in such a way that it is 90% practical, 10% theoretically classroom based. Because nobody eats theory, everybody eats practical. So if you go to any of the training schools, you will see that the whole training school has been turned into a full community, like a village, like a town. And every good, best international practices of policing is being done at the training school real time. So that the day that the person walks out of the training school, you start being a police officer, complete, very focused, very committed, very confident, right from day one. We are learning how to do charge of duties, investigations, MTQ duties in proper way, community patrols, checkpoint duties, community engagement, what have you. And when they come, very soon, when they show up, you will see really that we meant what we say when we want to become the best institution in the country. And for the first time in the history of this country, those people are training. They are going to know how to ride, how to drive, and we are working on to ensure that how to swim. As for the riding and the driving, we are almost 60% through. The swimming, you know, the technical difficulties of having swimming pool here and there. And knowing people who are novice in swimming, you cannot just also tempt them and put them at certain locations for them to learn how to swim. You end up losing lives. So we just want to assure you, we have done our own self-introspection. We are clear in our minds what is eating us up and letting us lose the spirit of respect, trust, confidence, and to some extent legitimacy of the public. And all the things that you are saying, how many institutions will come before you and say that, be frank with us, tell us our negativity? How many of them will be bold if we have not done self-introspection and we know what we say that we want to do and where we want to take this organization? So journey on with that. Journey on with that. And let us get there so that we leave the organization better than we come to find it. So that in our retirement, we can have quality policing us when we are no more police. But I share last 3 points with you. The first point is that don't focus on paper qualification. Focus on mental qualification. People throw about their qualification, telling us all the sort of qualification that they have. But if you take the qualification and the books away from them, mentally, the qualification is not reflected in their mental setup. Professor Davis, Dr. Davis, I have 3 masters, one from the kitchen, one from the bedroom, one from the hall. And yet, if you ask, so what is it that you have been able to do practically that we can quantify, feel, and touch? Is it that you see that we are just holding paper qualification and not what? Mental qualification. The second point that I want to share with you is the fact that you should always remember that you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. Just now, if I say give me 10,000 cities, do you have 10,000 to do? But if you work hard and you earn thousands of cities, and I come to you and say, give me 10,000 cities, you'll be able to do what? In the same vein, what we are trying to tell you is that you cannot come around to the school and just walk through the school and get a paper qualification and go out there and think that you can impart knowledge. You cannot, because you don't have it. And you can only have something if you work at it. You can only have something if you do what? So we want to encourage you on that. Be more productive, be more practical than theoretical. And the last point I'd like to share with you is this. Don't ever walk with your stomach. Walk with your conscience. Because stomach, they don't talk. Conscience, that. Anytime you are walking with your stomach, you tend to have more shoes, more clothes and dresses that you don't need. Anytime you walk with your conscience, very disciplined, and you tend to realize that this world, even whatever you think you have, you are just a caretaker. Your father's house, if any one of you had the privilege of losing your father or grandfather or grandmother or mother, did they take the house that they claim to be theirs away? They were just mere caretakers. And it is only when you walk with your conscience that you realize how pitiful we are as human beings, which is simply living to die tomorrow. That's the only reason. And then when you know how pitiful you are, you become humble. You get it? It's not that after you have graduated, then you grow horns. No. After the graduation, you are going to face the world. And when you are facing the world, you are alone. You are not with your colleagues anymore. The only way you can get to them is when 2 of you or 3 of you happen to be posted to the same area. The next extension will be probably your WhatsApp group. But you'll be alone. And that loneliness is pitiful. And when you age and you become older, you become more weaker, you become weaker, and the pity, you become stronger. The only thing that will let you have favor is being humble. So remember this. For you to be greater, for you to have favor, unmerited, you need one key thing. Not your qualification, but your humanity. Finally, I want to tell you this. I did not go to secondary. He said that if I can plan it. Always see every challenging situation as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Because the solution to every problem, and I repeat, the solution to every problem is in the problem. This one you will not understand unless you do a doctoral study. But I'll give you the chance to go and think about it. The solution to every problem isn't the problem. In effect, let me simplify it for you so that you can have something to relate to. Have you ever imported the solution to a case study from outside? So every situation that you face in life is a case study. And the solution is like a master embedded in the problem, except that we don't have the patience and the quality of critical thinking to analyze it, to unearth it, for the mustard seed to germinate, to bear fruit, to conquer the problem. And lastly, the only way you can impart the world is to solve problems. So if you see problems, consider them as opportunities. Problems are what? Opportunities. So from today, this is a hidden secret. Problems are what? Opportunities. Those who see problems are problems, they have common sense. Those who see problems as opportunities, they have uncommon sense. I want to go and think about it. Those who see problems as problems, they have what? Common sense. Because common sense is common for everybody, and therefore everybody sees it to be what? A problem. So he says it's a problem. Common sense friend, he says it's a problem. He's also having common sense, it's a problem. Oh, another common sense brother, it's a problem. Those with uncommon sense look at it and say, this is our problem. I know, but for the recording, you have forgotten everything that I've said. But I thank God you have recorded it and you are going to sit back and look at it. And I pray to God Almighty, whichever way you serve Him, whether it's from the Muslim point of view, from Buddhist point of view, or a Christian point of view, to give you what I call the spirit of discerning, for you to discern in a way that will influence your life, for you guys to become bigger, better, influential than any one of us is. Thank you very much.
That's it. That's it. I think this morning we have gotten more than we knew. Yes. And we are so much inspired by this visit. In fact, I wish I can reduce my age by, say, 20 years.
You are late.
I'll get this kind of inspiration and grow. But I think, even where I am, what I've gotten this morning, I'll be able to use it. And the years I have ahead of me, I will impact Ghana. I have one good news for you. And then our regional commander, whispered to me that I should let you know that on the instructions of our IGP, next week Tuesday, all those who want the police extract for the Ghana card, we come to him at the regional commander.
No, you won't come to him. We will bring the stationery here and extract it for them. In fact, we want him to send a mobile team after your place to all other locations and get it done.
Thank you.
And by this, we are going to make sure that we generalize it across the country to give comfort to you guys, because you deserve it.
All those who are in need of the extracts should register with the Dean at the Dean's office, and we'll communicate this to the entire student body so that when they come, we can do it in an orderly manner. So, sir, we are so grateful.
Thank you very much. So, guys, we thank you. We have to get out of here.
Yes.
The ferry is waiting for us. Guys, let's appreciate them.